Smart Consumer, hi everybody. Today's topic we're going to talk about boys versus girls. How do we raise our kids, whether it's a boy or it's a girl? What is our approach on these kids? Do we always keep the girls indoor activities like cooking, sewing, knitting, while we let the boys play outside like wrestling, football, swimming, tennis? So these are the topics that we're going to discuss today on My Way of Parenting. As we all know, the brain development of a boy is different to a brain development of a girl. It's very important for us to understand the differences because it helps us to have a different approach on each gender. I have two girls, Bella and Tasha, and two boys, Adam and Noah, and it's very important for us to understand them, to bring out the best in them, to bring out their true potential. For example, when I do tummy time on the kids when they were from birth, I noticed that the boys can last longer on tummy time compared to the girls because their bones and muscles are much stronger than the girls. Their level of focus. Boys have a weaker level of focus compared to girls. Girls tend to memorize easier. Girls tend to focus much longer compared to boys. Walking earlier. Who walks earlier? Boys. Baby's first step. Girls tend to walk much earlier compared to boys. I noticed that Bella and Tasha walk at the age of 7 to 8 months, while Adam and Noah lambat sikit at the age of 10 to 11 months. When it comes to advanced senses like memory, touch, hearing, smell, girls win again. Girls have a better senses compared to boys. They are better listeners, they are better communicators. They mature much faster. That's the reason that we notice that girls, they tend to be mature much faster, to be able to talk, to be able to listen much more attentively, and to be understand much better. When it comes to physical activities, boys are more common to be more active, loves to jump around, loves to climb things. They are much heavier in size, their weight are much heavier, their muscles are much bulkier, and bones are stronger compared to girls. So this is the part that we need to know, the differences between boys and girls, so that it's easy for us to understand them much better and to bring out the true potential in them. In other words, girls tend to develop faster physically and mentally in the first 8 to 10 years, and boys tend to catch up from 8 years and above, slowly creeping their way up to become equal with girls once they reach 12 to 13 years old. But never stereotype a child. We never do that to our children. Girls, if you train them properly in the same way as the boys, they can do much greater things than the boys from a very young age. For example, Tasha, she's very athletic, she's very strong, she's the fastest girl in the class, she's standard 1 now. She can run faster than any boys out there. Even Bella, she's 9 years old, she's much stronger, she's a black belt taekwondo, she's a great swimmer. She can swim as fast or even beat the boys at any given time. So this is the reason why we should not stereotype the child, because if we do that, the girls will be in a disadvantage from a very... In our home, we do everything the same to our kids. The girls, we wrestle with them, even with the boys. The girls, we send them for football classes, for swimming classes, gymnastics, taekwondo. The boys, we do that the same thing too. We do teach them cooking even to the boys. They need to know everything, expose them to everything, so that once they grow up, they become an all-rounder person. So remember, do not stereotype a child. Treat them equally. Girls should not be left out. They still need to do lots of outdoor activities. They can play football, they can play tennis, they can go to swimming classes. They are as strong as the boys. So if you understand that truly, they will turn out great individuals, even better than the boys. Okay, we have 3 questions here. First from Saleha. As a parent who works outside the house, how many hours do you spend time with your children? It's very important to spend as much time as you possibly could with your child. The longer you spend your time with your child, the better the outcome is. And I know many parents out there are working, even both mother and father are working, and it's very hard for them to find time to be with their child. I would suggest at least 3 to 4 hours a day. I used to run during lunchtime just to be at home, to be when my child comes back and goes back to work when they leave and come back later in the evening. If you really doesn't have the time, the best time to spend time with your child is upon waking up. When they wake up early in the morning at 6 o'clock, be with them, wake them up, shower them, and have breakfast with them. One more is night time is the most best time to bond with your child. Read bedtime stories with them. So good luck. Second question from Laila. Salam doctor, is it normal for a 7-month-old to start standing on his own? He did not go through a crawling phase. Okay, every child is different. Some babies does not crawl, they skip the crawling phase, so that's okay. A child normally starts walking at the age of 1 year old. Bella Tasha starts quite very early at 7 months. That's because we do some training on them. We did some tummy time, which strengthens their back, and that's hence the reason. But every child is different, so give them time. Encourage them to walk once their knees and legs are strong. The next question is from Maria. How do you ensure your child remain focused? This is a tricky question because some child has a very long span focus, some have a very short span focus depending on the age of the child. Normally, a young toddler has only about 5 to 10 minutes span of focus. So I always encourage doing flashcards from a very early age because that truly helps in focus. And maths are very important to help them to focus. So starts with 1 minute, then go to 5 minutes, and go to 10 minutes, and soon they will pick up to 20 to 30 minutes. So give them time, make it in a fun manner, try to attract their attention so that the child can keep on looking and try to be focused and alert at the same time.